Hey folks, Tom Rat11 here. This is a video that's going to go over, I guess you could say, my portable survival kit. Now, this is a tough video for certain people to do. Some throw their stuff out there and, you know, just to show the world what they have and stuff like that. But my opinion about bug out bag videos and survival kit stuff and that, I feel a lot of it has to do with the person, their skill levels, and stuff like that. So one person can look at an item that I have and say, well, that's stupid. And then another one can look at the video and say, well, you know, I never thought about that. That's a good idea. So that's why I thought about I should just jump in and throw some of my items out there and stuff like that I do have. Basically, the reason I had this dumped out is I try and do this every couple months. I try and dump it out. Check the dates on stuff. Like I just realized my itch relief stick is out of date. I don't know if that really matters too much, but I'll probably get another one, replace it. Just make sure nothing's damaged. You know, some of these like little super glues and stuff like that, sometimes they you know, they can bust open and stuff like that, and you don't want to deal with that. Now, this is also, you can kind of consider, you know, for me at least, kind of my EDC kit. I carry a lot of stuff in here too that are comfort items for me and stuff that I forget commonly or I use all the time that it's a secondary storage. And the container I carry it in is the larger size VanQuest. I know they just redid some of the newer ones. But I got a aviator key ring with a little button compass in it. But the reason I'm doing this video now is I'm doing some updates to this. I've checked things and I've added things, taken some things out and stuff. But I really, with the technology and stuff that's out there, that, you know, these items are getting smaller and more advanced items and stuff, I really want to upgrade a lot of this stuff. I have some of the stuff, so that's why I wanted to show this basically to show my mistakes, because this isn't a perfect kit. When I made it, yeah, you know, I'm very gear heavy and stuff like that. I'm very mechanical mindset and stuff like that. So I really feel that that's that's why I'm heavy on that stuff. Some people may not need that. So like I said, this is a kit that I usually use once a day, once every other day that I go into, and I'm taking something out that I'm using for something like this screwdriver set. Comes with an extension. It's ratcheting, real small design. It comes with these sets of bits, and I got it from Lowe's, and I mean, it's just an amazing set. I mean, I've even gone in, you know, working on certain items and stuff, taking laptops apart and stuff. I mean, they've got some random sets. It's got, especially for, I know you knife guys out there, that Torx bit to tighten your pocket clips and stuff, which I use all the time too. So I'm not going to go over every item to the T, because that'll take forever and I'm long-winded as it is. But like I said, I'm going to kind of go over some of the stuff that I want to advance, and then what I'm going to do is, as I add things in, I'll show it as I go. So as far as medical stuff, I usually just keep a small thing of insect repellent, sunscreen, itch relief stick, just a boo-boo kit, Band-Aids, butterflies. I do have some steri strips, I think is what they call them, for wound closures and stuff like that. Nothing crazy, because, you know, this isn't a trauma kit, this is just survival and stuff. And I guess you can also include the super glue for closing wounds and stuff like that. So nothing real heavy. I do sometimes throw some medication in and stuff like that if I have some extras, or if there's a certain pollen going around that's really bugging with my nose, I'll throw some allergy medication and stuff like that in there. So as far as kind of tool items, which is the screwdriver which I showed you, this is a carbide carbide sharpener. Make great ferro rod scrapers, and it's a hasty sharpener for your knives. I've actually seen, I think it's Prepare My 101, he cut his down to almost like a keychain size, which that'd probably be a good idea for me, but you know, this kit isn't out of control filled, so if it was one thing I could take it down, but this might actually be getting changed out with something else, so I'll get into that in another video. I do usually, this is something that usually changes. Actually, I threw this in here because this isn't the one that was in the kit, but I'm contemplating switching it because I just kept this. I don't even know what this is. I got this years ago. And it's a pretty decent blade. I mean, it holds a pretty good edge. Well, it is a Gerber. I was gonna say I think it was some shit knockoff, but it actually is a USA Gerber. But you know, it's got the serration, which I like to use for like cutting kindling and stuff, like scraping kindling off, and it's got a pretty decent blade on it. Just a nice little knife that I've had laying around for years, and I threw that one in there, and that wasn't in there either. That was something else, but that's probably something that's going to get changed here. Let's see what else tools wise. This is the biggest piece of shit that I threw in here. Just mostly, it's got like a flashlight thing that doesn't even work. Probably batteries are corroded. Little crappy blade on it, little Phillips, which that stuff really doesn't matter to me. Mostly I use it for, you know, just the plier application. These are going to get upgraded. I'm not sure which one I'm going to get yet between Leatherman Gerber, the Dime, the Squirt, all these other ones. But that's going to get upgraded, because if I'm going to keep that in there just for the plier application, I might as well have something that's worth a damn. That's not really a tool. These things are pretty cool, and I've got the name on there, but I'll have to find where I got them from. They're pretty cool. Pretty heavy duty little scissors that fold up and stuff like that. Real good edge on them and stuff. I keep little witchy bar, which I don't know, I may just get rid of that thing. I mean, it's kind of a cool idea. The only thing I might do is get the longer version from CountyCom, because this is kind of like, you know, good idea, but I've never used it personally. But you never know, so I may get the larger one. This guy, I guess, can go in tools or medical. These are, I think these were from CountyCom too. These little tweezers, these things are amazing. They really get a good grip on for getting ticks or splinters and stuff out. Those work great. And I've got one of these little wire saws. I've got a bunch of them laying around from other, you know, from boxes I've received, you know, subscription boxes and kits and stuff I've gotten. The reason I threw this in here, because I did see a cool video. I believe it was, I can't think of his name right now. Shit, but either way, where he basically made like a bow saw out of this, and he took a stick and ran it on either end and made kind of a bow saw. So I threw it in there. I'm like, well, maybe I'll try it someday when I'm out in the woods or something. I just haven't had time to, but it's worth a shot trying. So I'll check it out and see if it's actually worth a damn. P38, or this probably this bigger one. I can't remember what the hell they call these things, but can opener, knife sharpener, just a Smith. Got the ceramic rod on it. Carbide and ceramic. It's nothing detailed by any means, but in a hasty situation it'll work. These were from, I believe, CountyCom. It's got a little Ranger band around them. One's a little saw, and the other one's a razor blade. Saw's not, you know, you're not going to cut down a large piece of wood, but good for crafting and stuff like that. Let's see. This is yet again another one of those items that I throw in there that, you know, some people may be like, well, that's dumb, but I always forget my tire pressure gauge when I'm in my, you know, vehicle. I always take them out and then I'll throw them in the garage or something. So I always keep one in here, just as a convenience for me, so I know where one's at all times. I always keep it in there. Let's see, as far as tools, I think that's about it for that. As far as illumination, I had that was battery powered. I have a little light, which was nice because I carried these overseas. They're good to put like in molly clips in your vest. So like if you're reading a map or something, you can flip it on and hands free. Pretty good light. They last quite a while, but pretty much once the battery's dead on these things, they're dead. Like you could probably bust this thing out and find a new battery, but kind of one of those things if you want to dig that deep into it. I think that's it with that. I roll of duct tape. This is kind of a repair kit. It's kind of half and half. It's got some sewing needles in it, some safety pins. It's got bobbers. It's got some sinkers in it and stuff. This is going to get upgraded. I'm upgrading. I'm making a dedicated repair setup and on a dedicated fishing kit. Okay, I think that's about it. But as far as water, I carry these Oasis purification tablets. Carry a couple of the Whirlpool bags. I guess a tin foil could be for water if I want to handcraft a little bowl, which is never really fun, but I guess you could use that or cooking. I do have one of these, which one's this one? The Frontier. I think this is going to get upgraded. I think I'm actually getting a full-size one. As important of a item water as I think I'm going to upgrade it and use that. It's a little bit bigger, but it is what it is for the purpose of it. It'll be well worth it. I've got a lot of fire. I've got one of these live fires. These things work great. The only thing I may do with this one, I may upgrade to the bigger one. Bic lighter wrapped with Ranger bands. I think the other thing I'm going to do with this is wrap electrical tape around the bottom. I do have the duct tape, but electrical tape is nice. Some char cloth. This is one of the little peanut lighters from County Com. I'll tell you what, I don't think I've ever opened this thing and it's never been... It's going to make me look like an asshole now. Yep, it works. But just additional fire. One of these little UST ferro rods, which I'm kind of going back and forth if I should upgrade to a larger ferro rod or if I've got enough redundancies with the other ones, but I'll get to that when I get to that. Cotton bandana, a little signal mirror, which is from County. It's pretty cool little one, Maritac survival mirror with the case. I've got a Fresnel lens in there, survival blanket, notepad. I've got one of these mats that you get made at eBay, and it's a waterproof material. Real light material, easy to fold up and stuff in my area. I'm going to get a new one of these because I know this one's getting torn up pretty good, so I'm probably going to get another one of these. Some Ziploc bags just for putting stuff in. And then this is another one. I mean, this could be used as a water bag, but it's basically a dry bag for your cell phone. I keep it in there just in case I get into a situation at work or something where I'm going to be out in the rain and worried about my phone. Or I could use the Ziplocs. Pens, pencils, Sharpies. I already said the Fresnel one. Pencil sharpener just for sharpening pencils and for getting good tinder. Chapstick. I am a chapstick addict, so I always keep this in there so if I run out I can grab it out of here, or it's good for fire starting, just in general for protecting your lips in the sun and stuff like that. So I always keep one of those in there. Survival whistle. I think that's about it. This is some snare wire off of, I think it's M90survival.com. Pretty cool. It's wrapped around a penny nail. And then this is just some wrapped up Kevlar cord for sewing and stuff like that. I've got a couple zip ties. Like I said, this is one of those things that it's not strictly survival. It's kind of an EDC thing. It changes all the time. But I'm really making an effort now to... that's why it's poured out inside here. I sit here and I look course, I grab an adult beverage. But I look at it and say, what can I change to make this better? I go over scenarios in my head, what I would use for this and how I would do it. I go online, I'll look and see what other people are doing, and then I'll come back and look and say, well, I don't like that idea. What if this happens? And, you know, everyone's going to look at different scenarios and stuff like that. So, you know, like I said, yet again, this is going to be something very controversial and stuff like that. I know a couple things I'm going to be adding. I just received, I don't know if I've actually got it sitting right here. I thought I brought it over. But it's a little headlamp, but it's friggin' tiny. I think they call it oh, there it is, pencil. There's the packaging. But little headlamp, it's got red, white strobe, but it's adjustable for your head. You can put it around your hand, whatever you're doing working, and then it's also adjustable, like once you get it onto your head, you can move it around wherever it needs to go. It takes two of these 2032s, so I bought a 5-pack of them, and that's why I thought this one would be cool, because I think it's 70-hour runtime on 2. So I'll just cut this one off. I think my key fob for my car takes one, so I'll just throw that aside. But I can keep 4 of these in here, and these are real skinny profile. I can just throw in the pack, and I can always keep this thing running. I can have this for, you know, a good long time. So that's probably going to be something I'm going to be throwing in there. I don't know if I'm going to take this out completely, but it's probably going to swap out for that. Especially now that this has the red on it. That's perfect for especially map reading at night vision. Oh damn, can't think of the word. Oh, night vision preservation. I think so. Yeah, that works. But I think that's a good addition to add for that. It's real light and stuff like that. I think I am going to add one of my extra battery banks. I did upgrade to another one that I keep in my get home bag, my EDC bag, whatever you want to call it. So I think I might add that. And then this was another thing I kept in there, which is this little skinny micro USB cable. Just when I'm at work or something and I need a charger, I just have the USB thing. But then I can keep that in there for my phone. So I don't know. I was contemplating putting in the S10 baton, but that's all. I'm gonna. Like I said, I'm going through this whole thing. I'm doing a keep pile. I'm doing a for sure not keeping pile. So if you got any ideas on it or what your thoughts are, I got a lot of stuff in the works I'm adding to it. So if you don't see it in here, it may be coming up in other videos and stuff like that. But I really want to get this back together because I hate not having it. It's been about 2 days I've kept this out, and I've been looking at it every day, trying to figure out what I can do to make it better. So I'm gonna keep you guys updated and see what I put in. Hopefully it'll make it lighter, more flexible pack, and hopefully it'll help you guys out. So I thank you for listening, and I'll talk to you soon.